grieving will never end, but the family of a murdered party store owner did receive some much-needed closure today.
The three men guilty of killing Basil Sulaka finally learned their punishment at a sentencing hearing in Macomb County. 7 investigator Ross Jones has the details from the newsroom. Ross.
Glenda, 1 year and 4 months since Basil Sulaka was murdered in cold blood, his killers learned they will spend the rest of their lives in prison with no chance for parole. Sulaka was the popular owner of the Moonlight Party store in Clinton Township. He was gunned down in March of last year after Jomar Robinson, Darius Diaz-Gaskin, and Kenneth Hill came to his store intent to rob and kill him. All 3 men were found guilty earlier this year of first-degree murder, armed robbery, and other charges. Before the sentencing, Sulaka's family had the chance to address the killers in court. Sulaka's 2 daughters were too distraught to speak and chose to have a prosecutor read their prepared statements aloud. But not Sulaka's sister, Vivian. She wanted the brothers' killers to hear directly from her.
To the killers who murdered my brother in cold blood, I say this to you. You're an absolute disgrace to the human race. I hope that while you spend the rest of your life in prison, you actually reflect on the awful decisions you've made in your life. I hope you are haunted and reminded every day by all the ill choices you have made. You have the blood of a loving father, husband, son, and brother on your hands.
Now, when it was time for the defendants to speak, all 3 expressed remorse and took responsibility for their actions, but Judge Mary Shanowski was not convinced. In fact, she took issue with one defendant in particular, Jomar Robinson. Shanowski said that at an earlier hearing, Robinson turned to Sulaka's sister and said, quote, "It ain't over," and then cursed at her. The judge wanted an explanation. Take a listen.
What more could you possibly want to take from this family, yet insult them and threaten them and say, this ain't over yet? What does that mean? Fill us in, because you know what? I'm a little worried for them.
I know I wasn't talking to them. I know for a fact I wasn't.
Well, who were you talking to?
I was talking to my family.
This ain't over yet,
I didn't say the B word. You could play the record. You hear it for yourself again.
Madam Prosecutor, did I get this wrong?
I don't believe so, Judge. And there
You
are a
can play
number
the
of other
recording.
people in the courtroom that heard.
Play the recording then.
And you know what? If I could give you an extra 10 years, I would, but I can't.
Vivian Sulaka said her brother's killers will be forgotten like dust in the wind. Justice, she said, has now been served. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you, Ross.